Maryland Public Television, or MPT, has been the home to locally produced informative content for decades, and now it's taking an unprecedented leap into tackling an institution that affects all our lives.
The Maryland Center for Media Literacy and Education was established to support Maryland citizens in navigating the media-saturated world that we live in today.
Betsy Peisach is the VP of Education at MPT. She's excited for the launch of the center, which officially happened in November, and its mission to educate young and old about the importance of media literacy.
Because we want people to be confident in their media use, and the way to do that is through media literacy education.
The driving force behind the center is its esteemed advisory board, which includes media scholar Dr. Kimberly Moffitt, who's also the Dean of the Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences at UMBC.
This is very much around you still having enough agency and control to say, what am I going to do with these messages? But it does require you to do some work.
That work, says Kimberly, is taking the time to evaluate and analyze the media being consumed, asking questions, and engaging in a range of media to make well-informed decisions. All skills the center plans to teach through partnerships with other organizations around Maryland.
If we're only residing in those echo chambers and talking to one another because that's the group that sounds like and agrees with me, there's no learning that's happening. And for an academic, that's the worst place to ever be. What is at stake is a very divided society in which we can't even hear and talk to each other.
We're here at Stevenson University in Owings Mills, Maryland, talking to our Mustangs about social media and how much they know about media literacy.
Younger generations will, of course, be a big focus for the center, the groups that often use social media as their source for news and information. Yet a report by the News Literacy Project shows more than half of students aren't confident in their ability to identify false information online. Betsy believes it's never too early to start introducing the concepts behind media literacy.
So right now, a lot of our work is centered with early learners. So we're working with libraries across the state. We're building a network of who we call ELMA, our Early Learning Media Ambassadors. And we have a training model where we're training others to help deliver workshops. If they are more critical about the way they're consuming media, they'll grow up to have better habits.
Both Betsy and Kimberly acknowledge the fast pace and complexity of media, making it virtually impossible to keep up with every new technology and its flaws. But they also believe that when armed with a few essential skills, anyone can dissect what they're seeing and make the best decision for their life.
And why it is important, not because you're conservative or liberal, but because you're a human being that's complex and deserves to understand more about the world that you live in.
All right, did you enjoy that story? Well, if so, don't miss out on other great content posted daily. Subscribe to us by clicking that circle and start watching the latest news and weather right here on YouTube.